You know the drill. You apply to Sundance, Film Independent, Gotham Labs, whatever artist development program you're praying to get into. You submit, forget it, and move on. Because let's be honest, the odds are wild. But then, one day, you actually get invited to interview. Not the cute second round email, nah. The real thing, the final stage. You're this close to getting in. That happened to me last year. I was invited to interview for Film Independent Screenwriters Lab, and I fumbled it. In this video, I'm going to break down exactly how I bombed that interview, the 3 critical things I would do differently, and most importantly, how you can prepare so you don't blow it like I did. If you're a filmmaker trying to break into these labs, stick around. This might save you a year's worth of rejection and self-doubt. Hey, what's up? I'm Edson. I'm a filmmaker, producer, and probably someone who's made every mistake in the book. I've been writing and directing indie projects for over a decade now. My first feature, Ludi, premiered at South by Southwest. I'm a Tribeca Film Festival alum. I've consulted in the writer's room for Issa Rae's HBO Max series, and I've had my work license on HBO and Amazon. But before all that, I was just a kid from Miami with a BFA in theater, a camera I didn't know how to use, and way too much ambition. I've been through the full arc, making shorts in my bedroom, trying to break into TV, getting a series greenlit, losing it, clawing my way back, directing more films, and still figuring it out as I go. This channel is where I share the tools, the strategies, the scars I've picked up along the way, especially for filmmakers who don't come from the traditional pipeline. But everyone's welcome. If that sounds like your vibe, you're in the right place. Film Independent is one of 4 major film support organizations in America, alongside SS Film, the Gotham, Sundance artist programs. It has a handful of artist fellowships and labs that can significantly propel your career and is highly competitive. And for Sea Spirits, I nearly got in. How could I screw up when I'm literally trained to be in the room? So, I got an acting background, BFA conservatory trained. I've been in rooms, I've done the panels, the Q&As, the auditions. I'm usually good in that setting, comfortable, casual, engaged. But that was the trap, because I thought being myself was enough. I thought, I got this. I know how to talk to people, but that mindset made me lazy. I didn't actually prepare. I treated it like a general meeting instead of what it really was, a high-stakes pitch disguised as a conversation. Being relaxed and personable is not a replacement for preparation. If yourself is unprepared, unfocused, or lost in your own thoughts, you've already lost the room. Your job is to be both authentic and aligned with what the panel actually needs to hear. When I applied, I was in one headspace, deep in the development of my feature, connected to a specific vision, tone, and purpose. That application reflected that version of me. By the time the interview came around, months had passed. I'd evolved, I'd submitted to other labs, I'd rewritten the script, I'd had convos with other filmmakers that shifted how I thought about my work. So, I walked into that interview with a whole new outlook. Problem was, the panel didn't know that. They only knew what I wrote in that original application, and I didn't even reread it beforehand. Big mistake. Before any interview, reread your original application at least 3 times. A week out, a few days before, and the morning of. You're not trying to become that old version of yourself, you're just trying to remember what they saw in you. Speak to that version, then build on it. If you walk into the room questioning your path, don't be surprised when they do too. Here is where I really blew it. At the time of the interview, I had been in deep convos with filmmaker friends about the state of indie film. Like, what's even the point of making meaningful work if no one sees it? Should I be trying to do something more commercial, more visible? You know, typical existential dread. And I carried that same spirit of interrogation into the interview. So when they asked, where do you see yourself in 5 years? I gave them the unfiltered version. I was like, honestly, I'm still figuring it out. I've been in between worlds right now. Wrong answer. Listen, honesty is important, but an interview is not a therapy session. It's a curated window into your creative clarity. If you're questioning your commitment to independent filmmaking while applying to an independent film lab, you're already off key. Be real. Be strategic about which parts of yourself you bring into that space. Artists don't like rules, but preparation is not an option. I think as artists, we sometimes think our creativity gives us a pass, like we'll just vibe in the room and we'll see where it goes. But that mentality, that I'll wing it energy, it costs you. Even if you've lived with your project for months, even if you wrote every word yourself, even if you're good at talking about your work, none of that matters if you don't prepare with intention. These labs are looking for clarity, alignment, and professionalism. Your job is to show them the best, most intentional version of yourself, the one who respects the opportunity enough to come correct. At the heart of this whole thing was ego, that sneaky little voice saying, you got this, you don't need to overthink it, you're good in the room. Ego told me I didn't need to rehearse. Ego told me I didn't need to study my own application. Ego told me that being smart and authentic and likable would carry me through. And I get it, confidence matters, but ego is confidence without preparation. The real flex, humility, the willingness to say, let me review this. Let me practice my pitch. Let me make sure I'm still speaking the same language. Let me make sure I'm still speaking the same language I did when they first said yes. Don't let your ego cost you the one thing you've worked so hard to earn. Now here's the real play. None of this matters if your artist statement, cover letter, and pitch materials don't get you through the front door to the interview stage. So, if you want to go deeper into how to actually build that project package, the right materials, how to structure them, how to pitch and position your work, click the link below. I built a free mini course for filmmakers who need that guidance, especially those of us doing this without the traditional pipeline. And if you're ready to start writing but feel stuck on story structure, watch this video right here. I break down what I believe is the single most important screenwriting book today. Peace.